Hello, Sagittarius. Come on in. Welcome to Light Sage Intuitive. Welcome back if you're one of my subscribers. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you guys for that. I'm going to be doing a general reading for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. It is going to be general, so it may not resonate for all of you. If you find this is not your message, you might want to check out one of the videos for your other planetary placements. There might be something for you there. Also, my intention is that this reading is timeless, so whenever you find yourself drawn to watch it, that's when this message is intended for you. And lastly, I'm going to be doing things a little differently today. I want to talk a little bit about your spiritual message and what's going on for you. So I have a card of what Spirit wants you to know about your current situation or what may be happening, your spiritual guidance, and what action you are being asked to take. I'm going to talk about them, and I may very well read from the book. I'm still kind of learning these cards, and they have great messages, and I like to read those because I don't want to miss anything, especially on a spiritual matter. But I know that oracles are not for everyone, so if this is not your thing, I am going to put a timestamp in the information box below where you can skip straight to the tarot. So there you go. All right, so Sagittarius, what Spirit wants you to know about your current situation or what's going on is, or will be happening, is the Lady of Lightning, surprises, sometimes shock, total paradigm shift. So either something happened, is happening now, or is going to be happening that is going to be a big shock in your life that is going to potentially cause a complete paradigm shift within you. You're going to look at things differently. You're going to change the way that you've thought about or viewed something that's been crucial in your foundation, in who you are and why you believe the way that you believe things. This does not have to be a horrible, awful, destructive thing. It could be a beautiful thing that causes this change for you. It can be very shocking and difficult. Whatever the case may be, and we'll get some more information on this and how you're being asked to face this. But whatever the case may be, it's going to be very significant, and it's going to lead to your growth because it's going to cause you to look at things differently, to change your perception of some things. So let's read from the book. Here, I don't know if you can see this. The Lady of Lightning. Okay. As the Lady of Lightning brings powerful forces of change into your life, she tells you to expect a sudden shift in your circumstances. Perhaps a situation you weren't anticipating arises and offers you the opportunity of a lifetime, or a series of aha moments culminates in a pivotal flash of insight, causing everything to change just like that. Maybe someone enters your life and pushes you to new heights. You may have a brilliant idea that hits you like lightning. Be prepared, change is imminent, and a total paradigm shift may be upon you. Don't resist the changes, as this kind of lightning isn't something you want to fight. Great things are happening when the Lady of Lightning appears. As a challenger, or if it comes in as a difficult situation, unpleasant news, an unexpected shock, or an overall sense of powerlessness are the aspects you may experience when the Lady of Lightning appears as your challenger. This is a time when you may be forced to make a change you don't want to make. A situation may suddenly turn in a different direction than you'd hoped it would. This is a sign of difficulty and unwanted surprises, but consider the idea of a thunderstorm and how beautiful and charged with electricity the world is after it passes. It will always pass, because that is the nature of the storm. Your difficulties will too, as that is the way of things as well. In the realm of the Lady of Lightning, it's prudent to engage the law of non-resistance. Relax and wait out the storm in the shelter of your faith and goodwill, trusting that all will be well, even if it doesn't seem like it in the moment. Wonderful new life has an opportunity to grow when the storm passes. Okay, so if this does come in as something that's negative and difficult for you, something that just really leaves you unsettled, really remember that it will pass, and we'll get some more information on guidance for how you're going to get through this, but it's necessary for your growth. wouldn't be happening if you weren't working together, Spirit, to call this in for a change. Rely on your faith and your trust, and be non-resistant. Step back and let it happen. Watch it happen. Don't interact with it. What you do is up to you, but I feel like you're being asked to step back and let it play out. That if you get involved to try to manipulate or change things, it could backfire on you. Your spiritual message or guidance is the Ghost Dancer. I'm going to have to read from the book because I don't know a lot about this card, but it's definitely about your connection to spirit. Maybe that image might trigger something for you. The Ghost Dancer. The ghost dance of the American Plains Indians united the spirits of the living with those of the ancestors to bring peace to the world. When the ancestors are honored, they bring harmony to us. When we hold them responsible for all that is wrong with us today, they haunt us. Honor the spirits of the ancestors and receive their lessons and gifts. This includes honoring your own past lives or your own past. The ancestors have a message of healing and a powerful medicine to offer you. Create a sacred moment at your altar. Light a candle to them and let their wisdom infuse you. At this stage in your life, you are done repeating their tragic stories. Step into the abundance that is offered to you. Receive the gifts of those that have come before you and write a new story for your life. If you are trapped in a vicious cycle of nostalgia, mourning a lost youth or opportunities missed, it is time to make an altar for the ancestors. Collect a few photos, light some incense, offer sage, and open the windows of your house to release them to their destiny and to the wind. Be wary of being snared in a relationship with someone from a past lifetime or from your past, as the people we loved or hurt have a way of reappearing in our lives. There is no learning for you there anymore. So, I feel like there may be something coming up in your life. I'm just talking about what's coming to me. Something coming up in your life that's going to be essentially like a tower moment. There's going to be a big shift or a change, and I think it's going to bring a realization for you. I think part of the paradigm shift for you is a realization of how choices you've been making or continued patterns that are showing up in your life have to do with things that you have learned or incorporated into your being or your concept of how everything works and should be, that you have learned. Either you carry it in your DNA from your ancestors, or you've learned it through observing maybe your parents, your grandparents, people that you looked up to in your life, and you took that on as your own belief, but it doesn't apply or fit for you anymore. And you're being asked to release that, to recognize that. Wow, that's what I have for that so far. For your action, taming the wind. Wow, and I feel like this just talked about the wind too, releasing this to the wind. The wind can either be a soft, gentle breeze, or it can be a tornado or cause a tsunami. I feel like you're in this, in your message, you're being asked to stand back and let it happen and to be non-resistant. I feel like part of taming the wind for you is that non-resistance. I am going to have to read on this card, and I want to because I want to know what it says. Let's see what it says about taming the wind. Here is the feather, a symbol that is used in clearing ceremonies for smudging. Remind you of the sacred commitment you make to your life. This is a symbol of consciously bringing the spiritual into the material, infusing the world with reverence and an acknowledgement of the higher planes of existence that influence and animate all life. The feather is a symbolic reminder of deliberately entering into a partnership with the Great Spirit to co-create for the highest good of all. It's time to clear your energy, be present, and become conscious of how you communicate. This is a good time to write in a journal and put your thoughts into a cohesive form. Perhaps you need to actually do a smudging ceremony in your home or office, creating a sacred space to write about your dreams and desires. Just remember that when Taming the Wind appears as a symbol, it is time to honor the Great Spirit with reverence and respect. It's time to clean up any misunderstandings with others. Clear the air after disagreements and allow others to share their side of things. You are called now to be a good listener. This is not a time to be right. It's a time for you to understand rather than be understood. Good things come out of this restraint of tongue and pen. You will be surprised at how things get resolved when you allow for all sides to have value. Wow. Okay. So it's more important for it to be true than for you to be right, and everybody needs to be heard. If you want to tame the wind, everybody's voice needs to be heard. All right, so let's see what we have for you in the tarot, Sagittarius. What's going on? Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. What's up, guys? What is up? As we go through all these crazy eclipses and retrogrades and the pandemic, it's such a crazy time in the world. So much is happening. Everybody is awakening in some way. It's wild. Okay. Sagittarius. What's at the heart of the matter for you? Oh, too many. Sorry, guys. Just too many. Can't do it. Again. Wow, I feel like you guys have a lot to say today. All right, Sagittarius. What's up? The Devil. Wow. You feel trapped, tied, or bound to something. There's something that you feel chained to. Can be an addiction, a toxic relationship, a codependent relationship. Addictions can be sex, shopping, food, too much exercise. Maybe you give too much of yourself and you're addicted to that because you find your identity through that. But the important message of this card is that it is self-imposed. You have the power to, these chains aren't even locked around these people. They're just wrapped around their shoulders. All you have to do is pick up the chain and walk away. But you are feeling restricted or like you're not able to do that, but you do have that power. The crossing energy, or what is working for or against you. That too. I'm going to leave it. We have the Ten of Pentacles and we have Judgment. So Ten of Pentacles is about your stability and security. It could be you're in a situation where you feel like you can't leave because your stability is tied to that. And we have the Judgment card, which you could be recognizing or heeding a call. You could be becoming aware of the fact that you need to walk away from this. This is not good for you and that it no longer serves you. You could have been misjudged in a situation. You feel like you've been unfairly misjudged and you're perceived this way, but it's not actually the case. Something has been very not emotionally necessarily, something has been very abundant and successful. It's made you feel stable and secure, but either you've been misjudged or your judgment is no longer clouded and you're becoming aware of the golden handcuffs, I guess. That's what's coming to mind. It's not going to resonate for everyone. What is beneath you, what you are not necessarily aware of, may be aware of, or becoming aware of, or fully aware of, is the Eight of Cups and the King of Swords. You want to walk away from something. There's something that you want to walk towards. Something, there's 8 cups that are here, and they're full. 8 cups is not nothing. There's a lot of love and time and nurturing that's been put into those cups, but you are feeling called to walk away. There's a need to walk away. This could be the person that you are walking away from. It doesn't have to be a man. It is the King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Someone very logical, cut and dry, black and white. not particularly emotional. Can be funny and witty. They always speak the truth and they're very direct, but they can be kind of cold. Not particularly emotional or nurturing. Or this could be the energy that you need to step into in order to do this. You need to approach this from a very logical place. You need to acknowledge your emotions, but filter them through your intellect, because I feel like you're going to, in order to do this, you're really going to have to step into this very logical, analytical, direct energy. What you have behind you in the immediate past, I'm going to take that, is the Seven of Wands. You were fighting for something. You were putting a lot of energy and a lot of effort into something, wanting to see it through to completion because you believe in it. Feel like it was an uphill battle, but you had it. You had what it takes to do this. It was you alone fighting against these 6 wands, successfully, I might add. But I feel it wore you out. You were successful, but I feel like exhausted. What is above you? What's coming in, or spiritual or guidance for you? Ace of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles. So the Ace of Pentacles is a new beginning. There's a seed or an idea that you have that you want to plant for a new beginning, which has all of the potential to turn into a very abundant and stable project. With the Three of Pentacles as well, which is about wanting to work together in cooperation. You're aware that it is not something you can do by yourself and that you need to work together with someone to accomplish this. Or someone has brought in this idea and wants to work with you. What you have in your immediate future or what's before you. A new relationship. If this is someone bringing in this idea, it's something that could be very emotionally fulfilling. It can be a new creative project, a new relationship, either a friendship, a very deeply profound connection, either romantically or a friendship. But in any case, it's very significant and it's very beautiful and it's mutual. How you see yourself or how you're feeling in this situation, or how you feel or how you see yourself in this situation, is the Sun and the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So the Sun is a yes card. It's a healing card. It's you're on the right path. I've got you. This is divinely guided. Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight in the deck. They do the work, they do the research, they plod on and reach their destination. Knight of Pentacles always reaches their destination. This card is in reverse, which makes me feel like, it's weird. I see this duality. It's either you don't want to finish something, you don't want to put in the effort anymore to continue to walk towards something, to complete this path that you have been on. And I feel like you feel good about that. It makes you happy to realize that you cannot continue to do that you need to change. Wow. There's something you are not going to be continuing to focus your energy on, and you feel good about it. You feel like, I don't know, you prayed and you got your answer, and you're not going to continue to put the work in towards this. There's something new that you are, that you want to put your efforts into, something new that you want to grow and nurture. Your environment, or how those in your environment see you. Too many cards. Seven of Swords. So they see you leaving. They see you taking what you can salvage and going. They may feel like you're getting away from something. This is often called the deceit or theft card. I don't feel like this is the case, Sagittarius. I feel like they feel this way. They're hurt. They feel betrayed. They don't understand. But it's that is theirs to work through. Your hopes and or fears. It's the Emperor. This is a card of Aries. The Emperor, hopes and or fears. The Emperor is, this is the divine masculine. This is someone who accomplishes things. They're master of their domain. They look out at all that they've created, and they know that falls on them. They know how to get people to work together to get things done. They're a leader. You hope that you step into this energy, that you feel this confidence as you move forward, or you are afraid that you will not. Or it could be someone in your life in this energy that you feel like might try to come in and control you, and you don't want that. For the potential outcome, we have the Four of Swords, which is about emotional healing. At the end of something that's been very difficult, it's emotional healing. It's spirit just touching your soul. And we have the Emperor and the Empress. The Empress is incredibly nurturing and loving. This is the divine feminine. This is a mother. This is someone who knows how to get things done. They know how to make things grow and be successful. They're loving, they're generous, they're abundant, and they make you feel nurtured and soothed. I'll get one more for the potential outcome. Could be the energy that you, after you go through this healing process, you connect with your internal Empress energy. I think that's beautiful. Masculine, male or female, we all have masculine and feminine within us. And this is stepping into the fullness of that feminine power within you. Can be, will not be the case for all of you. There may be a child. Empress is the divine mother. You could be pregnant, or someone in your life could be. And Temperance came in reverse. Temperance is in need for balance. I feel like there's still going to be some imbalance, some continued healing. It's going to be a healing process. This wasn't easy. This breaking this bondage was not an easy thing. It's going to continue to require healing. I feel like you're going to need to continue to look at where these wounds are coming from, which wounds have been triggered specifically from this connection, and which wounds are tied back to things that you've carried with you your whole life, or even before that you've learned or brought in as that you accept as how things are, and maybe you need to continue to reevaluate that. Wow. Okay, so these are the energies right now. It can be different tomorrow or next week. This is what I have for you. I hope this helped, Sagittarius. I hope it resonated for you. I feel like if you made it to the end, it probably did. If so, would you please hit that thumbs up? Helps get the video out for others to see. As well as if you would like to be notified when I upload further Sagittarius videos, hit the bell, and when I upload, it'll notify you. Otherwise, I hope that you're well and that I see you again. Love and light.